Tizzy's watching this barnyard saga like she's the only one not hypnotized by Fleasa's livestream lighting and laminated receipts. The donors, they're sold. They believe Fleasa's every word. They'd probably Venmo her for a barn-shaped bumper sticker. But Tizzy's not sipping that Kool-Aid. She's stirring the pot. And she's not alone, because one donor, the biggest one, only me, just broke ranks. He wants his portion handed directly to LP. No middlewoman, no barnyard detour, just accountability. The barn was funded in LP's name, the fundraiser was for LP's daughter, the donors gave for LP's future. So why is Fleasa acting like she's the CFO of Barnco? She rejected a framing crew that JC found, ready to go, quoted 10 grand, could have knocked it out in a weekend. Instead, Fleasa said no and waited on her own guy, who was cheaper, but apparently stuck in a side quest involving truck repairs and scheduling purgatory. If LP's name was on the fundraiser, shouldn't she be the one approving contractors? Or was this a surprise episode of Flip This Barn starring Fleasa as the executive producer? JC found a framing crew, ready to go, quoted 10,000. Could have knocked it out in a weekend. Fleasa said no. She had a friend who'd do it for half. But that friend was busy, then had truck issues, and the permit expired while everyone waited. Why did you cancel a ready-to-go crew when the permit was already on the clock? Did you ever ask LP if she was okay with waiting weeks for your guy? Or did you just assume she had a time machine and a chill pill? Fleasa keeps saying she just shows up with materials and a guy. But she also admits she vetoed LP's contractor, chose her own, and controlled the timeline like she was directing a barn-based Broadway show. The donors call it leadership. Tizzy calls it a hijack. Only me calls it a red flag. And wants his money out of the barnyard blender. If the barn was LP's project, why are you making executive decisions? Do you acknowledge that the permit lapsed while waiting on your friend? And that LP's timeline might actually be right? Because if LP's version checks out, this wasn't just a delay. It was a detour into, oops, all control issues. Fleasa said her friend could do the job for half the cost. That would have saved thousands, but the job never started. The permit expired, and now LP's stuck restarting the process while the barn sits there like a monument to miscommunication. If you were planning to save money by using your friend, what was the plan for those savings? And why wasn't LP part of that decision? Or was this a surprise me situation where LP gets the barn and a plot twist? The donors believe Fleasa. They see her as the fixer, the truth teller, the one with the plan. But Tizzy's watching the gaps. The delays, the contradictions, the control. And now only me is watching too, and he wants his donation rerouted to the person it was meant for. If Fleasa's holding the funds but LP's holding the fallout, maybe it's time to ask who's really building what, and for whom. Stay tuned. Tizzy out!